Good afternoon, and thanks everyone for joining our fifth Philadelphia Accident and Injury Google Hangout. My name is Steve, and I'm going to be the host of today's Hangout. Joining me again today is Rand Spear, a highly regarded and accomplished Philadelphia accident lawyer who's going to talk about dealing with insurance companies after a motorcycle or car accident. Hi, Rand. How are you today?
Very good, Steve. How are you?
Excellent. Had a wonderful Fourth and ready to be back at work and ready to go with the Hangout. So
that's great.
with no further ado, Rand, in our last Hangout covering motorcycle accidents, you mentioned that one of the things that make them different from a car accident are the severity of the injuries. You know, when riders are badly injured, they may make mistakes dealing with their insurance companies. And I wanted to know, what's the biggest misconception about insurance adjusters, and what advice can you give regarding dealing with them?
Well, you have to remember that the insurance companies are a business. They're not necessarily out to be on your side. They have their own side. They're looking to save money. They're looking to protect their interests. So when you speak with them, recognize that they're a business and that you should be very careful what you say to them.
Right. And so what should you do if you're an accident victim and you're called by an insurance adjuster from the at-fault party and they want the call to be recorded? What should you do?
I usually advise against giving recorded statements because you could say something that becomes a part of your permanent record that is recorded that's detrimental to your case, that you either didn't understand or you didn't recognize what you were saying at the time, or the circumstances may change. So I think it's always best to speak with an attorney and have legal representation when you're dealing with an insurance company.
I would imagine you'd feel the same way even with your own adjuster if they want to record something as well, no?
Absolutely. What you should really do is speak with an attorney, find out what your rights are, find out what your responsibilities are. And then when you speak with the insurance company, the attorney can be present, he can participate, he can object to any questions that maybe are not necessarily in your best interest to answer, and you will have legal representation.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. And what can happen when a victim signs paperwork or documents sent by either their claims adjuster or the at-fault claims adjuster?
You should never sign any documents without first consulting a lawyer. You need to understand what those documents say. It could be a release. You could be completely giving up and terminating your right or claim to sustain monetary compensation for either pain and suffering, property damage. So make sure you have a lawyer to show the documents to review the documents so that you know exactly what you're giving up.
Yeah, good advice. You know how people are. They want to talk, they want to schmooze, they want to get input from their family and friends. If you're in an accident, should you talk with anyone about it? Your own adjuster, your friends, your family? Is there any advantage to doing that, or should you keep your mouth shut?
I think it's always best to keep it private. It's really no one's business but your business and perhaps your immediate family's business. People want to give you legal advice based upon their experiences, but that's not necessarily the right advice. So I think it's important after any type of accident to make a phone call, speak with an attorney, and find out what is right for you to do based on the particulars of your accident.
Yeah, I think that's probably good advice. And along those lines, what's the most important piece of advice you can offer to someone who's been in an accident?
I think the most important piece of advice I would give to someone is to speak with an attorney. Learn about your legal rights, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. Why not? Make a call, feel comfortable that you know the details, you know the law, and therefore you can protect yourself.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I think it's also especially true in a case like with Rand Spear. I know the first consultation is always free, so there's nothing ventured, nothing lost. And if you've got a case in Pennsylvania or New Jersey related to any accident or injury, please call Rand Spear, the accident lawyer. That's 888-373-4LAW. or visit the firm at randspear.com. I want to thank everyone for participating today. I invite our audience to come back and hang out again next time when we'll be discussing a new and important topic related to accidents and injuries. Thanks again, Rand, and you be well.
Thank you, Steve. Have a great day.
You too. Take care.